They called it a ghost ship. The Kestrel Dawn was the last of the Earth-class deep voyagers, obsolete by a century and left adrift after its navigation AI collapsed in a quantum error loop. Its crew, only 14 souls, had been presumed lost when it failed to respond after crossing the outer rim of the Zeta 4 sector. The galactic records quietly marked it as another casualty of human overreach. No one bothered to search. After all, it was just a human vessel. And humans, in the eyes of the galactic core worlds, were primitive, disorganized, and forgettable. But they underestimated one thing: humans don't give up. When the Kestrel Dawn went dark, its systems failed one by one. No faster-than-light comms. No navigation. No working cryopods. Only life support and partial gravity remained. Captain Elena Rourke, a former Mars colony engineer, took command from the dead AI. For 6 months, she and her crew rationed recycled water, protein paste, and hope. Her hands bled fixing decompression seals with epoxy foam. Her second-in-command died keeping the oxygen scrubbers from freezing over. And still, they drifted, powerless, aimless, forgotten. Until they found something. A derelict alien relic, an ancient station floating in the debris field of a shattered moon. No markings. No records. Not even the Andari archivists knew of its existence. The crew called it the Black Halo. Its tech was beyond anything they understood. Fields that bent light, rooms that shifted size, corridors that reassembled themselves. The Kestrel Dawn docked only once. But once was enough. They salvaged what they could: antimatter cores, a self-repairing alloy that bonded to their failing hull, and something that defied translation, a glowing orb that pulsed in sync with the crew's heartbeats. They didn't question it. Within weeks, the Kestrel Dawn was reborn. The engines didn't just restart, they evolved. The ship moved faster than physics allowed. It began to think, not like the old AI, but like something alive. A presence filled the corridors, warm and watchful. The orb was placed in the core chamber, and it never left. The crew stopped aging. No one spoke of it directly, but they all felt it. The ship was no longer just a vessel. It was a companion. Then came the signal. A distress beacon from Veltrax 6, a mining colony under attack by Exivore raiders, post-organic nightmares that tore through outer systems with no warning and no mercy. The Galactic Council had deemed Veltrax 6 strategically insignificant. Help would never arrive. But the Kestrel Dawn was listening. "Captain," said Lieutenant Shun, his voice steady but eyes uncertain. "We're not a warship." "No," Elena replied, gripping the command rail. "But we're not dead either." They jumped to Veltrax 6. Not warped, jumped, as if space itself folded around them. What happened next became legend. The Kestrel Dawn, with only 13 tired humans and an unknown alien core, faced down an Exivore swarm of 17 ships. They didn't win by force. They won by defying every rule. The ship moved like thought, dodging quantum torpedoes, splitting into ghost images, and firing energy blasts that disassembled Exivore hulls at the molecular level. The orb pulsed violently with each strike, almost singing. It shielded the colony below in a light no weapon could pierce. In 1 hour, the sky was quiet. The Exivores were gone. Word spread fast. Veltrax 6 hailed the Kestrel Dawn as saviors. The Galactic Council demanded answers. The Andari archivists begged for access to the Black Halo tech. The Skell wanted it destroyed. Captain Rourke said nothing. She and her crew simply turned the Kestrel Dawn away from known space, deeper into the stars. Some say they search for more alien relics. Others believe the ship is alive now, guiding humanity to its next evolution. A few claim the Kestrel Dawn became a myth, appearing only when all hope is lost. But the survivors of Veltrax 6 remember. They remember the broken human ship that no one came for. That was cast aside in space. And still came back to change everything.